Hi, I'm Bea from Make Do Menders and I tutor craft workshops. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet Christmas decorations. My choice for one of the Christmas decorations is a bauble. Very simple, it's on a spiral circular crochet method. So I'm going to set up my hook and yarn with a slip knot and I'm going to make 2 chain. 1, 2. And in the first chain that I made, the second chain from the hook in this shot, I'm going to make 6 double crochet. 1, 2, 6. And that's the end of round 1. Round 2 starts with a double crochet into the first stitch. And I'm going to mark this stitch with my stitch marker. And this will tell me that this is the beginning of round 2. I'm going to increase into that same stitch with another double crochet. This means that that first stitch has 2 double crochet. Now moving on to the second stitch of round 1, I'm going to double crochet and again increase into that stitch with 1 more double crochet. Now in round 2 so far I have 4 double crochet. I continue round the circle increasing into each stitch by 1. That makes 6, and the last stitch, 11, 12. Ready to start round 3. I remove the stitch marker and into the first stitch, double crochet, mark that first stitch. Now in round 3, I'm going to be increasing in every other stitch, every alternate stitch. So far I've made the first double crochet of the round, so in the next stitch I'm going to be increasing by 1. The second stitch and increase by 1. 3 stitches in total now in round 3, and so on through the round. And I'm about to start my 4th round. I've made my first stitch, first double crochet into round 4. On this round, I'm going to be increasing in every 3rd stitch. So I've got 1 more single stitch to make. I'm now onto the 3rd stitch and increase by 1. I then go to the next stitch and make a double crochet and the next stitch and make a double crochet. I'm now to the 3rd stitch of that group, so I increase by 1. And I continue in this method for the rest of the round. I've now finished the round. I'm about to start another round, and if I wanted to make a bauble as large as these, I would continue increasing at regular intervals round the circle. However, I just want to make a small one, so I won't be increasing. I will just double crochet into each of the stitches as set. When I've continued in the circle with the increasing and then just the straight rows of crochet to the depth that I want my bauble to be, I'll start decreasing to bring the bauble into the center. To achieve this, I start my first row, I mark it, and then depending on where I finished with my increases, if I finished increasing on every 3rd stitch, now I'm going to decrease on every 3rd stitch. So I would crochet for every 2 stitches, and then on the 3rd and 4th stitch, I would pull up a loop on the 3rd and I would pull up a loop on the 4th. So at this stage I have 3 loops on my hook. I then put the yarn over and I pull through all 3, and that closes 1 stitch off. I then continue with 1 crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then the decrease in the next 3rd and 4th stitch, into the 3rd stitch, pull a loop through, into the 4th stitch, pull a loop through, yarn over and pull through those 3 to decrease 1 stitch. I will continue going round the circle, decreasing on every 3rd stitch as shown, pulling a loop up in the 3rd, and in the 4th stitch, yarn over and pulling through those 3 loops until I eventually have completed the circle. You would now continue going round your circles, decreasing in exactly the opposite way to the manner in which you increased. However, with the baubles that I made here, I did a row of just crocheting round each round between the rounds of decrease, just to give it a more cylindrical shape. When you've achieved the final decreases of every alternate stitch, stop, and at this stage, with some dressmaker's stuffing, just place into the hole at the top of your bauble to firm out the ball, and with the spare yarn sew the opening closed. And that is how to crochet a Christmas tree decoration.